Ba-doom, ba-doom, bum. Let's all go to the game shop. Let's all go to the game shop. Let's all go to the game shop and buy ourselves some swag. Good morning, nerds. It's your boy, the OGGM, coming to you live on this lovely Wednesday morning. It's about 8:16 in the morning. This is the 17th day of April 2024. It is 54 degrees and hazy shades of winters because April showers, I guess, which would explain the headache. But I'm not going to let that bring me down because it's Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we step outside and we take a walk to our friendly local game store to see what's new on the shelves. That is, if you're lucky enough to live in a town that has a friendly local game store, and that friendly local game store actively supports tabletop role-playing games. Or you live here in Ventura, where we have like 9, none of which actively support tabletop role-playing. But I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. Yes, I am. Anyways, as always, if I mention something that you're interested in, don't just rush down there. Call ahead. Call ahead and make sure they have it in stock. And if they don't have it in stock, ask if they can special order it. All right. And at the top of the list from our good friends at Free League, we have a expansion for the Blade Runner role-playing game. Remember that? 2022 most anticipated tabletop role-playing game of the year? Yeah, that was a mistake. Anyways, yes, Blade Runner, the RPG, has an expansion. It's $42. It's a investigation type thingy where you have to go and interview the thingies and use the void comp and stuff like that and solve mysteries. And are they human? Are they a replicant? Is there a different? What is the meaning of soul? Typical Blade Runner stuff, furthering allowing you to explore the world of Blade Runner, which I think by the dates we've already passed. And yeah, we're not on the moon. There are no replicants that I'm aware of. Yeah, but hey, it's a great movie. I must have watched it 100 times. I kickstarted it. It's sitting on my shelves. Still, I'm looking right at it. Never once played it, and I doubt I ever will. But it's Blade Runner, so, I had to get it because I love the movie. From Arc Dream Publishing for Delta Green, we have Meridian. This is $20. It's 2018, and you are in Joplin, Missouri to investigate some weird stuff, some weird goings on. But unlike other horror tabletop role-playing games, you're members of Delta Green, which means you are encouraged to shoot back. Oh, look, a ghost. Blam. From the Dungeon Kingies, we have Klav Sanctuary. This is a $43 hardcover OSR, OSE, OGL dungeon type thingy, a 13 level dungeon or 13 separate dungeons, depending upon how you want to do it, including bog witches and caverns and other OGL, OSR, D20 retro clone goodness. So if you're just looking for a huge collection of adventures that are vaguely connected to each other, here you go. From Legendary Games, we have for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Mechanical Monsters and Mechanical Heroes. Mechanical Monsters is $30 and Mechanical Heroes is $17. That's an unusual price. Mechanical Monsters includes 130. Wait for it. Mechanical Monsters, from Clockworks to Cybernetics to Magic Tech to sci-fi influenced fantasy. If you want to have some gear punk, no such word, steamwork golems and stuff like that's prowling around your Pathfinder world to make it more like a, Iron Kingdoms type world. Now you can, or you could just buy a game that does the exact same thing. Mechanical Heroes for $17, unusual price, allows you to play these characters that would be able to adapt to a world like this by adding ancestries and feats and backgrounds and all sorts of things to provide like cyborg type classes and artifactor type classes and the other classes and backgrounds that would allow you to explain, oh yeah, I know how this world works. Or you could just, buy a game that's already designed to do that. But Pathfinder is always, kind of teetered on the edge of sci fantasy. You know, I mean, Pathfinder 1 was constantly expanding and adding new splat books to try and explore more genres, to the point where right before they shut it down, it was almost like GURPS. I mean, they had a world book / genre book for tons of different stuff, including like they had a one where you could play a pulp level superhero where you had a regular identity and a secret identity. I don't know how you expect that to play out in a D&D type campaign. Hey, guys, I'm going to go check for traps. Dun, dun, dun. Captain Darkwing, where did you come from? And where did our rogue go? Weird. The two of you are never seen. Yeah. So this is not unusual for them, is basically what I'm saying. I made a video a long time ago, like one of my first, that it felt like Pathfinder was trying to be sort of a generic system, weirdly, because they were just releasing all these different setting books that were kind of independent, even though they all use the Pathfinder system. Now it looks like they're trying it again. From Meat Castle, we have the Meat Castle Gameware Annual for Mothership Mor Borg. This is a zine for $13. It collects a whole bunch of sub-adventures and editions and articles for that type of world. So Mothership Mor Borg, weird science fantasy, Mothership goodness. It's amazing how many products come out for Mothership, considering Mothership still technically has not been released. And Mor Borg, well, I think Mor Borg hacks are now way more than there actually are Mor Borg official product. I mean, the system and the idea has been hacked so many times based upon Mor Borg. What does that mean? I mean, it wasn't the system that made Mor Borg stand out. It was the art and the setting and the way the system was presented. But on its own, it's like, well, yeah, another OSR OGL D20 retro clone system. From Paradiso, we have Warped Beyond Recognition for Mor Borg. And Mothership. This is an $18 adventure where you explore a research vessel in deep space and discover that there were experiments going on that defy the logic of man, and we need to investigate and find out why, and hopefully do not get infected ourselves. Yeah, Mothership space horror. Mothership and all the adventures that are trying to reflect that genre pretty much are a campaign to convince people not to go to space. Do not go into space. Space wants to kill you. And finally, from Chaosium for Call of Cthulhu, we have some adventures. We have Horror of the Orient Express and the Horror of the Orient Express, the board game's Kickstarter. This was a reprint of the 2014 box set. It's got 19 scenarios, 700 pages. You get to ride the Orient Express, investigate mysteries, maybe solve a murder. I don't know. It's the Orient Express, and it's Call of Cthulhu. From Severed Books, we have Borg-like small party set from Mor Borg's, 6 wooden meeples for character arts for pocket-sized truck boxes, card-sized truck boxes. So these are little teeny wooden things that you could use to represent your characters or monsters. $15. Here we've got a wizardy type dude, a kingly fighter. That could be an undead or another wizard. Definitely a rogue. Maybe a fighter. I don't know what this is. Maybe these are both bad guys. I like that. I like this weird art. My friend Aaron does art like this. And here we go. For Dungeons, for pretty much anything, we have this journal. It's a 5x7 leaflet journal for $30. It's a 3-ring binder, completes with custom designed and illustrated character sheets and 5 designs, 3 wet erase overlays, 5 card sleeves, and 35-line page of notes for $30. Mind you, you could do the exact same thing at the dollar store for like $5-10, but hey, whatever. This guy's done all the work for you for $30, and then you just add your additional inserts as you will. And that's it. That's everything that is coming out this week. Nothing really stands out to me. I mean, other than this, because it's Free League and it's Blade Runner, but it's $42 and it's Blade Runner. And how many people are playing Blade Runner right now? I always loved the idea of Delta Green. You know that. These are cute. this seems worthless and pointless when you can just do the exact same thing yourself. The only selling point is, if you're lazy and don't want to do the work, this guy's done all the work for you. And that's it. That's what's new at the game shelves this week. If any of those sound like something you want to pick up, head on down to your friendly local game store, but call ahead first to make sure they have it in stock. I bring this to your attention every Wednesday because we want to keep our small mom and pop brick and mortar game shops open. And the best way you can do that is to actively support them. Go there, buy stuff, have a game there if they'll let you, talk about them. Continue to make it worth their while to enforce role-playing and support role-playing in the neighborhood, because far too few of the stores are still doing that. Once again, there's like 9 where I live. None of them are actively supporting role-playing. And plenty of them have the space where they could just, devote one shelf and one person who's vaguely knowledgeable about the hobby, and one way to, interact with the various tabletop role-playing game communities that are supposedly here in Ventura. I mean, we have them, I guess. I just don't know. Anyways, that's it. Because, I got nothing. It's that kind of day. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Stay warm, stay safe. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification button so you always know what's going on with the OGGM. And if you feel like spending some money on some gaming product, use the links down below to buy my merch. Remember, everything that I've made on Lulu is 15% off. So the entire Wretched Vigilantes run is 15% off this week. If you haven't picked it up yet, now's a great time. Till then, get off my